हेलो एवरीवन, दिस इज डॉक्टर गोविंद रायकर. नाम तो सुना ही होगा. So in this webinar we will try to discuss what to study and how to study for the second prof exams, and I will cover not only exams but during entire second prof how to study pharmacology. So I think if most of the students have joined, we can directly move to our PPT. Okay. So can you see the PPT? I hope all of you can see the PPT. So how to study pharmacology for prof exams? First of all, you need to study some standard textbooks. One textbook must be studied during the professional exam for everyone. Everyone should study the textbook, and I have given you the list of the textbooks in sequence according to my preference. The first one will be Dr. K.K. Sharma's Principles of Pharmacology. Dr. K.K. Sharma was my head of the department when I was doing MD in pharmacology. Second one is Dr. K.T. Tripathi from Malana Medical College. This book you all are aware of. And third one is the Katzung's Basic and Clinical Pharmacology. So choose any one out of these three textbooks. One of them must be read during the second prof, and my sequence will be the most important. I will say is K.K. Sharma. If in your college KDT is being followed, took that book, and if you want to study Katzung, you can choose that also. In that sequence, any one book out of these three must be studied during second prof from page 1 to last page. This must be studied. This is one very, very important. Second is for making your concepts and also for solving the MCQs, you can take our book, which is Review of Pharmacology, the latest being the 14th edition. And you all must be aware about the videos, that means the app, the PlepLadder app, and my individual app also you can take. So these are the basic content which you can go about in the second prof. Okay. One very important thing, do not go for the exams books right now, not even later. I see many students, they rely on Shanbon. Mind you, this book will not help you. You can pass the exam very easily without that book also, but you will suffer a lot during your preparation for PG entrance exam, and more importantly, to understand the concepts. So this is very important. Try to read some textbook, not the help book to pass the exams. This is very important. Now, how to go about how to study? One thing, the time of around 9 to 10 months you have for the second professional exams, the second prof, and this is not less. Enough time is there. Even if you study 4 to 5 hours a day, you can study all the 3 subjects in detail, plus you can also spare time for medicine surgery little bit also. So do not think that कि सिर्फ 9 महीने बचे हैं या 10 महीने ही हैं इस प्रॉफ में तो कुछ होगा ही नहीं, बहुत ज्यादा टाइम. Now how to study is, first of all, open my app, listen to one chapter. Like you have started general pharmacology, open the chapter of absorption, listen to the video of that chapter. So what you will get after reading the listening to that chapter video is, you will come to know the basic thing which is covered in that chapter, and more importantly, you will come to know that कि ये तो आना ही चाहिए. This you must know. Yeah? After that, open your textbook. It may be K.K. Sharma, it may be KDT, it may be Katzung. Open the textbook and study that chapter from the textbook from first to last page as a story. Yeah? And the points which you have covered in the videos, now try to re-emphasize them in the textbook so that they are in your brain, that textbook mein se ye to padhna hi. Yeah? Now open the review book and study the theory given in the review book. Review book theory is very, very small. Like if you see absorption, it is hardly 1 or 1.5 page. So you can finish in 15-20 minutes only. So, but again, you will get some mnemonics and you will get the idea which things you must do. Now solve the MCQs. You can solve the MCQs from the app or from the review book. From anywhere you can solve the MCQ. Now, whenever you solve the MCQ and you find that this MCQ you cannot solve by your knowledge, then go back to the textbook. Yeah? And you can better understand the concepts when you start solving the MCQ and again going back to the text. It becomes very clear. Now, most important, open your previous year university papers, last 10 years books, most of you must have, and mark those questions which have been asked in the 10 years in the textbook itself, so that during the exam time you can study these only, and in those 8 or 9 hours you get during the exam and day before the exam, you can study everything important. Yeah. So these topics you have marked in the book, give one more reading of these topics. So your chapter is complete now. You have read the important university topics 3 times. You have understand the concept. You have solved the MCQs. So everything is ready now. Yeah. So do this for every chapter. Okay. Now, second thing, there are some clinical cases and there are some practicals. In pharmacology, practicals are not a major portion, but they are important. Hardly 3 or 4 important practicals are there. There are 2 practicals which are in general pharmacology. One is related to drug advertisement, and second is related to the drug label. But all information is present on the drug label. Yeah? Then there are some practicals related to ANS, there is practical of dog blood pressure, there is practical of heart rate, there is practical of glaucoma, that means drugs acting on eye, drugs acting on ileum. Then there are short practicals in the CNS and CVS. So these practicals attend carefully during your practical classes, and you can, before going to the practical classes, you can study these from my review book or from the app. So these are given very beautifully, so you can do that. But before going to those practicals, make 4 topics very strong, that is general pharmacology, ANS, CVS, and CNS. Most of the practicals you can solve if you know have the working hand of these topics. Okay. Now coming to clinical case. Now everything is getting integrated. Yeah? So whatever you are studying in anatomy or in pharmacology or in any subject, finally you need to apply that knowledge for the patient's care. Okay. So here comes the role of clinical cases. Attend your postings regularly. This is very important. Attend the postings regularly, and very important in pharmacology. When you go to a ward, go to a hospital, see the nurses are doing something. Nurses, they are giving injection, they are setting the drips. So see how they are giving the intravenous injection, how they are giving the intramuscular injection. See carefully those methods, and if possible, if they allow you, try to practice them. This is very important. Second thing, whenever you go to a clinical case, you will study something. Try to study that from the textbook. Yeah? So, like you have got a case of congestive heart failure, quickly read the examination from the medicine, then study the CHF from the pathology, and also cover that topic in pharmacology. So your knowledge will be integrated, and you can understand that topic very, very well. And next day when you go to the ward, you can understand that patient very carefully. Very well, you can understand that patient. Okay. So there are some of the important cases, clinical cases. Routes of drug administration I have mentioned, because you go to the wards, you see how the drugs are being given. Most of the students ignore this thing. Do not ignore. Go to the ward and see carefully. The nurses are giving the injection, they are putting the cannulas. Try to do yours. Okay? Now there are the cases which are important from pharmacology point of view. Glaucoma, we have migraine, gout, rheumatoid arthritis, bronchial asthma, hyperthyroidism, diabetes mellitus, Cushing syndrome, osteoporosis, then lots of epilepsy cases, maybe GTCS, absence seizures, plenty of epilepsies, schizophrenia, congestive heart failure, angina and myocardial infarction, that means ischemic heart disease, hypertension, anemia, different types of anemias, deep vein thrombosis, peptic ulcer, meningitis, enteric fever, that means typhoid fever, UTIs, urinary tract infections, sexually transmitted diseases, STDs, tuberculosis, most important, leprosy, malaria, various fungal infections, HIV, and nowadays everyone is sitting home because of COVID-19. Then hepatic amoebiasis, worm infestations, and many types of cancers. Yeah? So whenever you see these cases in the OPD or in the ward, you come back, study the treatment from pharmacology. This is very important, and plus later on also you need to make files of these cases. So if you know about these cases, your second prof will become interesting and easier. Okay. Now coming to exam. In the examination, there are different type of questions. Many type of questions are there. So you need to know what to write in different type of questions. So first and most important thing while writing in the examination is do not leave any question. Even if you do not know anything about the question, write something. Because I was also the examiner, I also wanted to pass the students. But अगर मैं खाली जगह पे मार्क्स दूंगा तो मैं फंस जाऊंगा, और कोई भी टीचर आपके लिए नहीं फंसेगा. Important thing, if you write something, I may give the marks even if it is not correct or even if it is not relevant. But if you do not write anything, you will not get the marks. So do not leave any question, write something in. Okay. Now different type of questions are asked. There are mainly 5 or 6 type of questions. One question is explain why type of question. They write some statement, explain why this happens. Then there will be rational type of questions like tell the rationale of using beta blockers in congestive heart failure. Okay. Then there will be drug treatment, write the drug treatment of epilepsy. There will be therapeutic status of questions like what is the therapeutic status of beta blockers in angina. Then there will be short notes and long questions of some drugs. Okay, so we will try to understand what to write in each one of these questions. First of all, explain why. The question is very clear cut. Explain why this happens. Okay? So you know the answer, but many times you do not get the marks. The reason being, you write the answer in 1 line or 2 lines, and the examiner want that you must have written longer. Because many times examiners measure how many lengths you have written and then give the marks. So first of all, try to create points. Try to create, if you have 3 points, do not merge all of them in 1 line. Write 1, 2, 3. Yeah? So first of all, try to create points. More points you create, better marks you will get. Second, if possible, and it is mostly possible, try to make a diagram or sketch or pictorial manner. So a graph type something, so that examiner do not need to read that. Examiner can just see, हाँ ये ठीक ही लिखा है. Okay? And third thing, if you have written suppose half a page or 1 page of explain why, now all the points you know they are not important. Every word is not important, and examiner do not have time. They need to check 100 papers, so they cannot read everything. So you need to guide the examiner what to read. So out of that 1 page, whatever 3 or 4 points are important, highlight them, so that examiner see इतना बड़ा तो लिखा हुआ है इसने, ये 5 points काम के हैं, and सब कुछ आता ही है. Yeah, so you will get better marks. So this is very important. You need to guide the examiner what to read in your question. Okay. Second is a rationale question. Do not get confused. Many times students ask me what to write in rationale. Rationale is nothing. It is just another explain why. Like if they are asking rationale of using beta blockers in angina, the question will be explain why beta blockers are used in angina. So same things which we have studied in explain why, you will write in a rationale also. Okay. Then there are questions of drug treatment. So this is something tricky. Many students do not get marks in this question in spite of writing things. The reason being, if they ask, suppose they ask the drug treatment of malaria, the students start, we will give chloroquine, this much dose, like this. Do not do that. Important thing is you need to follow a sequence. First of all, write very briefly 2-3 lines about the disease for which they are asking the treatment. Like they are asking about malaria. So write in brief. Malaria is caused by Plasmodium vivax. The patient present with fever, chills, rigors. So we have different aims of treatment, like the we want to treat the person, we want to prevent malaria. Write brief. Then second, write the objectives of treatment. What do you want out of this? Like in case of malaria, right? We want to treat the fever. We want to kill the malarial parasite. We want to prevent the relapse. So these are the objectives. Yeah? Write about the disease. Then briefly about the objectives. Then the next thing comes the treatment. So here, first of all, you will enumerate, or if there is some classification like malaria, you can classify Vivax and falciparum malaria. You can do that. If there is no classification of that disease, you can simply enumerate the drugs used for that disease. Yeah? So like we have 3 objectives. Which 3 drugs will fulfill these objectives? Fever, we can treat by paracetamol. Yeah? Treatment of malaria, kill the parasite, we can do by giving chloroquine. Like this. Yeah. Then come to the dose and schedule. So most important drugs, or we can say drug of choice for that disease, you must know with the doses. Yeah, remember, we have thousands of drugs in pharmacology. Dosage of all the drugs is not required. In your whole life, you will use hardly 20 drugs regularly. Yeah. So you need to know the doses of those 20 drugs, only not all the 10,000 drugs. Important thing, whatever are the drug of choice, you by the end of the year, you will come to know that these 20, 30, 40 treatments are important. So you need to know the drug of choice and the dose of that drug. Every dose of every drug is not important. So write the dose of. So that completes your drug treatment question. Remember, first write about the disease, then mention the objectives of treatment, what you want to obtain, then enumerate the drugs, and finally doses. Okay. Next question is therapeutic status. This is the question which even I can surely say around 80% of even examiners do not know what to write. Yeah? But try to understand. Question is therapeutic status of beta blockers in angina. Yeah? So what do you mean by this question? The meaning of this question is, in a patient of angina, what is the status of beta blockers? That means whether they are used or not. First. Second thing, if they are used, whether they are drug of choice, they are second line drugs, or they are used rare. And third important thing, if they are used in which subset of that disease, which type of angina, acute angina, chronic angina, which type of angina. So your answer to therapeutic status question should start with this statement. This drug, whichever they ask, like beta blocker, are second line drug for chronic angina. This is just the example. So you need to write these things. First, they are used or not. If they are used, which line, first line, second line. And if they are used, then which subtype of disease you are using. Okay. If they are used in acute angina also, chronic angina also, you need to write which, in acute angina, which line drug they are, in chronic, which line drug they are. Okay. Then you need to mention, this is the one thing that you have written the therapeutic status. Now you need to justify. Justify meaning, in angina, apart from beta blockers, these other drugs are also used. Nitrates are used. We also use calcium channel blockers. We use fatty acid oxidation inhibitors. These other drugs are also used. So you will enumerate other drugs used in that, and then you will justify your answer why beta blockers are first line or second line. Why not the other drugs? Like if beta blockers are first line, you need to enumerate the advantages of beta blockers over nitrate, over calcium channel blockers. If they are not the first line, you need to write the advantage of the drug which is first line. Why beta blocker is not the first line, why it is the second line. Yeah, so that will complete your therapeutic status question. Okay. Then coming to short notes. Although short note, you can write almost everything, but if you make some subsections, examiner will come to know that you know these things must be written. Yeah? So what headings you must write? Start with introduction. Like if they're asking, write a short note on morphine. Start with introduction. Morphine is an opioid obtained from opium. Opium is the crude extract of Papaver somniferum plant. So write in briefly. So it is a narcotic drug. Then write the word pharmacokinetics. Even if you do not know anything about pharmacokinetics, write the word pharmacokinetics. Which things you can write? You can write route of administration. If you know by which routes it is given. Second, you can write it follows first order or zero order kinetics. Remember, most of the drugs follow first order kinetics. Very few, 4 or 5 follow zero order kinetics. So you can very safely write this drug follow first order kinetics. And if you know anything special, like it has very high volume of distribution or very short half-life, any special thing you can write in pharmacokinetics. So pharmacokinetics heading is very important. Then write the mechanism of action. That is the most important thing in pharmacology. Write the mechanism of action. If possible, make a diagram. Making a diagram makes your exam examiner understand the question very easily, examiner do not need to work hard, and examiner like those students where he do not need to work hard. Okay, then write the uses, indications, adverse effects, contraindications, drug interactions, make all these headings and even write 1 or 2 lines in them. That will be enough. Clear? So that is to write in short notes. Then coming to long questions, mostly long questions they already give subheadings like classify beta blockers or classify calcium channel blockers, write the mechanism of action, uses, and adverse effect of nifedipine. Yeah? So you already get subheadings. If you do not get subheadings, then attempt like short note, but in slightly more detail. Okay. I already told you, do not leave any question. If you do not know some question, do not write wrong things. Do not write wrong. Like if you have asked the question on suppose write a short note on morphine, and you do not know much about morphine, so but you know that morphine is used in MI, so you can write like morphine is a drug used in myocardial infarction. Another drug used in myocardial infarction is aspirin, and aspirin has these properties. So at least you have write something. Do not write wrong. Yeah? And second thing, do not write movie story or any other story in the questions. Yeah? Write right thing, maybe unrelated to that. Okay. Second, I already told you, mark the relevant points, whichever are important in a page. Only 5-7 points are important. Underline them or highlight them so that examiner can read those points and can see that this student knows a lot. Okay. So this is the book Simplified Pharmacology. This is different from Review of Pharmacology. This is specially made for second professional students. And in this book, you can see all the questions in this format. We have explained by questions. We have therapeutic status question, drug treatment questions. You can find out these questions and you can take the help of this book during your exams. Now some special tips. I read and I forget. This happens with everyone. हम पढ़ते हैं, जब खत्म होता नहीं है, सब कुछ दिमाग से गायब हो जाता है, होता है, बहुत कॉमन. आई रीड एंड आई फॉरगेट. आई हियर एंड आई अंडरस्टैंड. आप वीडियो सुन रहे हो, आपने सुना 15 मिनट का और लगा यार सब समझ आ गए, बट आई डिस्कस एंड आई रिमेंबर. दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. याद वही चीजें रहती है जो हम डिस्कस करते हैं. डिस्कशन डज नॉट मीन कि आप किसी के रूम में गए और वहां पे जाके 6 घंटे बाद निकले रूम से. वो डिस्कशन नहीं होता. डिस्कशन इज अ ब्रीफ डिस्कशन. बट आई कॉमनली टेल दी पीपल, स्टूडेंट जो भी पढ़ते हैं, कि आप अपने टेबल पे पढ़ने बैठे 1 घंटा, आधा घंटा, 2 घंटे, कितना भी टाइम पढ़े, उठने से पहले जस्ट बिफोर लीविंग द टेबल राइट 5 थिंग्स ऑन द पेपर व्हिच यू आर लाइकली टू फॉरगेट. ये 5 चीजें मैं भूल सकता हूं. राइट देम ऑन अ पेपर. अपने रूम से बाहर निकले, पहला बंदा जो मिला उसको पूछा भाई ये 5 चीजें बता. ही विल टेल 1 maybe 2. यू टेल हिम रेस्ट ऑफ द 3 थिंग्स. 3 चीजें आपने बताई. डू नॉट थिंक के उसको बता दी तो उसको याद हो जाएगा. एक बार किसी के याद नहीं होता, टेंशन मत लो. नाउ गो टू सेकंड पर्सन, आस्क हिम दोस 5 थिंग्स. देन गो टू थर्ड पर्सन, फोर्थ पर्सन, फिफ्थ पर्सन. एंड व्हेन यू रिपीट दोस 5 थिंग्स 5 टाइम्स, वो तुम्हारे परमानेंट मेमोरी में चले गए. नाउ टीयर ऑफ द स्लिप फाड़ के फेंक दो, आपके याद हो चुका है. इफ यू डू दिस थिंग डेली 2 और 3 टाइम्स, तो डेली आप 10 से 15 चीजें परमानेंट मेमोरी में याद कर चुके हो, वो चीजें जो आप भूल सकते थे. This is very very important method. आप इसको यूज करते हैं. It's very important. Second thing, while solving MCQs, do not target 100% questions. This is the very common mistake. कि ये पिछले साल या 2 साल पहले ये क्वेश्चन आया था, तो this topic I must be aware about. So remember, जो टॉपर होता है उसके कितने मार्क्स आते हैं एग्जाम में? Even टॉपर get 80%, 85%. 15-20 टॉपर भी छोड़ता है. The reason being some questions they are usually asked useless. मतलब वाहियात क्वेश्चन होते हैं, ठीक, बहुत ही वाहियात. या फिर ऐसे क्वेश्चंस होते हैं जो इंपॉर्टेंट हो सकते हैं बट याद करना मुश्किल है. So like once the question was asked, what is the speed of Anopheles mosquito? आया था ये क्वेश्चन. तो वाहियात है, ऑब्वियसली देख के पता लग जाएगा ना वाहियात क्वेश्चन. ठीक. So what the guide books did, उन्होंने क्या किया कि इन्होंने एनाफिलिस मॉस्किटो की स्पीड पूछी है. So they can tomorrow ask about Pulex also. So they have given 10 mosquitoes the speed of all the mosquitoes. Yeah? So दिमाग लगाओ यार, useless question है. Maximum क्या होगा, उस क्वेश्चन को रट लो and leave that. Do not waste time. Yeah? Second thing, the question may be important. Like they have asked which of the following drug cause hypertriglyceridemia, okay? And they have given the 4 drugs, or all of the following drug cause this side effect except. In our book, we have given around 100 adverse effect, and every adverse effect caused by 10-15 drugs. याद कर सकते हो? पॉसिबल नहीं है. तो ऐसे क्वेश्चन को छोड़ दो ना. जो क्वेश्चन आ चुका है सिर्फ उसको याद कर लो and leave. Clear? So this is very important. You need to be selective while doing MCQs. हर एक MCQ के डिटेल में नहीं जाना होता. Okay. Third very important thing, the students are very fancied about the controversial questions. कंट्रोवर्शियल क्वेश्चन क्या होते हैं कि एक ही क्वेश्चन के मैंने अलग आंसर दिया है, किसी दूसरे प्लेटफॉर्म में अलग आंसर दिया है, किसी और किताब में अलग आंसर लिखा है. तो स्टूडेंट्स जो हैं वो दे कीप ऑन सर्चिंग, यार इसका तो सही आंसर ढूंढ के रहे. रिमेंबर, कंट्रोवर्शियल क्वेश्चंस आर कंट्रोवर्शियल बिकॉज ऑफ अ रीजन, बिकॉज द डिफरेंट स्टैंडर्ड टेक्स्ट बुक्स दे हैव गिवन डिफरेंट आंसर्स. तो हाउ यू विल कम टू नो क्या सही है? इवन इफ यू सर्च, सपोज आपने 15 दिन लगाए, आपने 15 किताबें ढूंढी, अलग अलग लाइब्रेरीज में गए, इंटरनेट पे गए, एंड नाउ यू केम टू नो दैट यार इसका आंसर ये है, आई एम 100% श्योर. बट हाउ मच परसेंटेज यू आर श्योर कि एग्जामिनर ने भी उतनी ही मेहनत की है, एंड एग्जामिनर हैज टेकन द आंसर फ्रॉम दैट टेक्स्ट बुक और दैट रेफरेंस? ऑब्वियसली यू आर नॉट श्योर. कंट्रोवर्शियल क्वेश्चन में डू नॉट वेस्ट योर टाइम. जिस भी टीचर की शक्ल अच्छी लगे उसका आंसर याद कर लो बस. ओके. सेकंड, while solving the MCQs, attempt maximum. ठीक है, ज्यादा से ज्यादा अटेम्प्ट करना है, जिसमें भी 2 ऑप्शंस रूल आउट हो जाएं, do not leave that. Attempt all the questions in which you can rule out 2 options. Okay. चलो एक गेम खेल लेते हैं. Let's play a game. We have alphabets, A से लेके Z तक है. Give them the numbers. A for 1, B for 2, C for 3, D for 4, E for 5, Z for 26. Okay. Now we will try to understand what is the most important thing for being successful. Succeed करने के लिए सबसे important क्या है? Most of the people, ज्यादातर लोग कहते हैं कि वो lucky था इसलिए successful हुआ. Luck is the most important. But if you count L stand for 12, U is 21, C is 3, K is 11. So total comes out to be 47%. That means luck does not make even 50% of the reason of your success. Luck से success नहीं मिलती. Then we add knowledge. हमने knowledge add की, and when we counted, it contributes 96%. A good chunk. तो अपने knowledge gain की तो chance है कि आप successful हो सकते हो, बहुत high chances हैं. Then you added hard work, and when you added hard work, it become 98%. But still, you are not 100% sure that you will succeed. One and the most important thing for being successful, जिससे 100% गारंटी है कि आप successful हो जाओगे, that is your attitude. Attitude matters. अगर आपने सोच लिया कि ये करना है तो हो जाएगा, बट अगर आपने सोचा कि पता नहीं मैं कर पाऊंगा कि नहीं कर पाऊंगा तो कभी नहीं होगा. एटीट्यूड से कुछ भी हो सकता है. इफ यू थिंक, अगर आपने ठान लिया कि करना है तो हो जाएगा. दिस इज ट्रू फॉर एवरीथिंग, नॉट ओनली फॉर स्टडीज. एवरीथिंग लाइफ में अगर आपने कुछ अचीव करने का सोच लिया तो वो हो जाएगा. एटीट्यूड मैटर्स. इसको जानते हो? अरुणिमा सिन्हा. अरुणिमा सिन्हा के बारे में बताता हूं कि क्या था. एक नॉर्मल साधारण से लड़के थे. एक दिन ट्रेन से जा रहे थे. ट्रेन में कुछ बदमाश आए. दे ट्राई टू स्टील हर थिंग्स. उसकी चीजें छीनने लग गए तो उसने नहीं दी तो इसको चलती ट्रेन से नीचे थे. यूपी. शी वॉज आउट ऑफ द ट्रेन. ट्रैक के ऊपर रात भर पड़ी रही, चोटें लगी बहुत सारी. ठीक है, मक्खियां बिन बिना रही थी, अकेली पड़ी हुई थी रात भर. सुबह कुछ लोगों ने देखा, उठा के इसको हॉस्पिटल में लेके गए और वहां पे जाके क्या सुनने को मिला कि आपकी टांग खराब हो गई है, टांग काटनी पड़ेगी. नॉर्मल पर्सन, मी, यू, एनीवन, इफ दे हियर दिस न्यूज क्या सोचेंगे? यही तो सोचेंगे कि जिंदगी बर्बाद हो गई, अब तो कुछ भी नहीं रहा लाइफ में, टांग काटनी पड़ेगी. बट उस समय हॉस्पिटल के बेड में व्हाट ही थॉट, उसने सोचा कि मैं मर भी तो सकती थी, मैं जिंदा रही हूँ, सिर्फ टांग ही तो काटनी पड़ रही है. मैं जिंदा रही हूँ तो किसी पर्पस से रही हूँ, मैं कुछ ना कुछ बड़ा करके जाऊँ. एट दैट टाइम जब हम सब लोग मायूस होंगे कि लाइफ खराब होगी, उसने ये सोचा कि मैं कुछ ना कुछ बड़ा करूंगी, मैं जो वर्ल्ड की सारी पीक्स हैं उनको फतेह कर। एंड शी गॉट टू माउंट एवरेस्ट, और सारी की सारी पीक्स इसने फतेह कर ली। सो दैट इज द एटीट्यूड। एटीट्यूड से कुछ भी हो सकता है। अगर ये इसने सोच लिया लाइफ बर्बाद होगी तो हो ही गई थी, बट नाउ शी इज अ वेल नोन फेस। दैट इज द एटीट्यूड। आई वांट दैट एटीट्यूड इन ऑल ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट्स। इसको जानते हो? कैसे जानते हो? मेरा कजन, दिस इज माय कजन विकास सिंह। लॉन्ग बैक जब हम 10th में 11th में पढ़ते थे, पीएमटी की तैयारी कर रहा था ये भी और मैं भी, एंड मेनी ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स दे वर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर पीएमटी। तो नॉर्मली जब हम कहते हैं कि किसी स्टूडेंट की याद नहीं होता, तो दिस ही इज वन ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स कि जो चीजें हम आधे घंटे में 1 घंटे में याद कर लेते थे, ही टुक अराउंड 8 hours 10 hours टू रिमेंबर दोस थिंग्स। तो एवरीवन वाज थिंकिंग कि इसका तो पीएमटी क्लियर नहीं होगा, इसको इतना इतना टाइम लगता हो फिर भी याद नहीं होता, ठीक है। बट इसका क्या एटीट्यूड था कि मुझे क्लियर करना है। सो व्हाट ही डिड, he studied for 19 hours a day. Remember, 19 hours, 5 घंटे सोता था बस, और कोई टाइम वेस्ट नहीं। 19 hours a day for continuously 3 years, 11th 12th and repeat year, 3 years 19 hours a day, and now he is sitting at US after doing MLE. Yeah, so that is the attitude. ये होता है एटीट्यूड। एटीट्यूड होने से आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो, इम्पॉसिबल को पॉसिबल कर सकते हो। रिमेंबर, इम्पॉसिबल इटसेल्फ सेज आई एम पॉसिबल। ओके, आवर ग्रेटेस्ट स्ट्रेंथ, ग्रेटेस्ट वीकनेस लाइज इन गिविंग अप। गिव अप करना बहुत आसान होता है, बट एक बार तो आपको ट्राई करना बनता है। यू नो के ताले को जब हम खोलते हैं, द लॉक, वी हैव अ बंच ऑफ कीज, यू ट्राई टू ओपन विद फर्स्ट की, नहीं खुला, सेकंड की नहीं खुला, बट कोई ना कोई की से तो खुलेगा ना। जस्ट कीप ऑन ट्राइंग, कीप ऑन ट्राइंग। रिमेंबर, गिविंग अप इज नॉट एन ऑप्शन। गिविंग अप शुड नॉट बी एन ऑप्शन। कभी ना कभी तो सक्सेस का ताला खुलेगा। जस्ट कीप वर्किंग। रिमेंबर, if you think you can, you can, and if you think you cannot, you cannot, and either way you are always right. Yeah? So guys, I hope I have covered most of the points. Mridul, can you help me?
Yes, sir.
I'm not able to see the main screen. This screen broadcast thing is coming.
सर बस एक बार आप जूम का ऐप खोल लीजिए।
मैंने जूम ऐप ही खोल रखा है।
सर नीचे वहाँ पे ना चैट्स आ रहे होंगे, so you can simply see the chats.
चैट्स एक्चुअली मेरी पूरी स्क्रीन पे स्क्रीन ब्रॉडकास्ट लिखा आ रहा है।
सर आप उसको स्टॉप ब्रॉडकास्टिंग कर दीजिए, अगर वैसा कोई ऑप्शन है।
ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा ना स्टॉप करने का, ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा है।
आपके पास सर वो होम स्क्रीन का जो बटन होगा ना, प्लीज एक बार उसको प्रेस कीजिए।
उसको प्रेस किया, फिर वही छोटा हो गया।
जाइए, हाँ आप जूम पे जाइए।
जूम क्लिक करता हूँ तो वही आ रहा है ना, पूरा जूम पे ही आ रहा है ब्रॉडकास्ट। एक मिनट, शुड आई लीव एंड रीजॉइन?
यस सर, वर्क्स फाइन, नो प्रॉब्लम।
एक लीव का ऑप्शन आया था वो भी चला गया। हाँ अभी आ गया, ठीक है, हो गया।
राइट सर।
यस सर। So I think I have covered most of the points. Now I can take the questions. Questions will be in more ना?
सर आपको वहीं पे चैट में दिख जाएगा, चैट का भी एक ऑप्शन होगा नीचे।
One, अच्छा ये आ गया।
Yes sir.
So right from the beginning I can see the questions. So hello, good afternoon, सबने good evening बोला है। Thank you guys, good evening. So your offline lectures are same as online videos on PrepLadder? Yes, it's mostly same. Online में थोड़ा सा कंटेंट ज्यादा हो सकता है, ऑफलाइन में भी है टाइम लिमिटेशंस। सो काम की चीजें ज्यादा होती हैं. Books name, please repeat, sir. Books are three main books. One is K.K. Sharma, which is I rate number one. Then we have K.D. Tripathi, and third is Katzak. Out of these three, one textbook must be taken. Then there is a review of pharmacology book for theory, small theory, and MCQs. And then there is simplified pharmacology for question answers. Sir, watching videos for second year of prep or marrow is how much required for getting a PG seat? Guys, वीडियो देखने से या लेक्चर सुनने से कभी रैंक नहीं आता, पीजी सीट नहीं मिलती. इट इज योर सेल्फ स्टडी एंड हाउ यू स्टडी. टेक्स्ट बुक्स आर मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. तो अगर आप ढंग से समझ के करते हो, कॉन्सेप्ट कहीं से भी किया हो तो काफी है. नो नीड टू, मतलब कोई भी चीज मस्त नहीं. सर शुड द अप्रोच बी सेम इफ देयर? यस, 6-7 months तो बहुत ज्यादा है यार. 6 से 7 महीने बहुत हैं. By doing the method I have told you, you can complete entire pharmacology in 20-25 days. Sir, 3 months left for second year exam. So if 3 months are left, now concentrate mostly on the previous year papers. Previous year papers को mark करके उन पे concentrate करो. How to study KD Tripathi effectively? I already told you. आप videos लो, previous year papers लो, उनको mark कर लो काम की चीजें, then study KDT और उसी points को बार-बार पढ़ते. Please show the slides of important topics again. I think मृदुल ये YouTube पे कर देंगे ना पोस्ट?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो it will be posted. Sir, can I have PDF of your green book? यार PDF तो हमें वो देते ही नहीं है, तो I will try to search के किस तरीके से arrange करूँ. Sir, but we are not able to attend our clinical postings due to the ongoing pandemic. In such cases, how to approach the guys? रुचिता ने पूछा क्वेश्चन, वेरी वैलिड क्वेश्चन है. तो इस समय हम कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते हैं यार. तो जितने भी पेशेंट आपको देखने को मिलेंगे, जब भी मिलेंगे, आई मीन टू से, आप तब तक जरूर करते रहो. तो एट दिस टाइम ऑब्वियसली एक्सेप्शनल सर्कमस्टांसेस हैं, वी कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग. सर सेकंड ईयर की क्लासेस नहीं चल रही हैं ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन कॉलेज में, 3 months में एग्जाम्स हैं. सो इफ यू हैव एग्जाम्स इन 3 months, आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू, कंसंट्रेट ऑन मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस. Is it necessary to learn proprietary names highlighted in orange color in KDT? No, not at all. Market names आपको किसी के भी याद नहीं करने हैं. इनफैक्ट कॉन्ट्राइंडिकेटेड है. अगर एग्जाम में मार्केट नेम आपने लिखा तो आप फंस जाओगे. ठीक है, मार्केट नेम जब आप प्रैक्टिस में बैठोगे तब याद करने हैं. 2-4 कॉमन से पता हो तो काफी. Sir, should we try the standard book of pharmacology, Goodman Gilman, or simply go? I will not advise to read Goodman and Gilman. If you want, just keep it for reference. Goodman and Gilman की जरूरत नहीं है, वो सिर्फ पीजी जो कर रहे हैं, एमडी फार्माकोलॉजी कर रहे हैं, उनके लिए. Which is better, Katzak or KDT? Both are different type of textbooks. Katzak में समझाया ज्यादा हुआ है और KDT में information ज्यादा है. Clear? So you can choose anyone. But if someone don't want to read standard books, isn't prep ladder videos and notes is enough? देखो, टेक्स्ट बुक को कोई रिप्लेस नहीं कर सकता है. नो वन कैन रिप्लेस द टेक्स्ट बुक्स. ठीक है, नो वीडियो, नो लेक्चर, नो नोट्स, दे कैन रिप्लेस टेक्स्ट बुक. इफ यू डू नॉट वांट टू रीड स्टैंडर्ड टेक्स्ट बुक्स, you will always be at loss somewhere in your life. Try to read them. Sir, can't we go through Lippincott as a textbook? Yes, you can study Lippincott also as a textbook. It is also a good book. Usually Lippincott में डायग्राम ज्यादा है, टेक्स्ट कम है, so उतना ज्यादा प्रेफर नहीं करता हूं मैं. But Lippincott is a good book, you can follow. How to study KDT effectively to retain maximum? I already told you. If you have a still question, you can study Katzak and fail. What a head you have. Should rather ask KDT or Sharma. So I already told you that you can choose any one of three. You will not fail even after Katzak. If you understand, you will never fail. I am not able to read KDT, not reading of any other textbook, and I am really afraid what to do because the syllabus is running very fast. It's just something. वैभव, मैंने अभी आपको बताया कि KDT जब आप पहली बार खोलोगे तो आपको नींद आएगी, आपको डर लगेगा. बट जब आप वीडियो सुनने के बाद फिर KDT पढ़ोगे तो आपको अच्छा लगेगा. ट्राई टू डू दैट. शानबाग इज ग्रेट. Shubhasura, it's Shanbag is great, but you will miss something after you do the second drop. जब second drop पास हो गया ना, उसके बाद आप मिस करोगे कि यार मैंने कोई टेक्स्ट बुक क्यों नहीं पढ़ी. So I will not recommend. Is it necessary to make notes from KDT? It depends upon you. कुछ लोग नोट्स बनाते हैं, कुछ लोग नोट्स नहीं बनाते हैं, भाई बुक में मार्क कर लेते हैं. Everyone has different method, तो अपना मेथड फॉलो करो. Prep ladder videos and notes is more than enough. Isn't it? Yes, they are more than enough, but टेक्स्ट बुक आपको पढ़नी होती है. टेक्स्ट बुक में कुछ चीजें ऐसी होती हैं जो परमानेंटली ब्रेन में चली जाती है. कहानी की तरह पढ़ लो, एक बार पढ़ो. मेडिकल टेक्स्ट बुक है पी उदय कुमार. एक्सट्रीमली सॉरी सर, आई हैव नॉट seen this book, so I cannot comment on this. Sir, is it good to read H.L. Sharma? Yes, H.L. Sharma and K.K. Sharma, they are same text. Katzeng and Trevor is okay, or I will switch to Big Katzeng. If you are in second professional exam, I will ask you to study Big Katzeng. Katzeng and Trevor you can follow for MLE. Is it necessary to read standard textbook? Yes, it is necessary to read standard textbooks. Although prep ladder video and notes are enough, but जिंदगी में कुछ कमी महसूस जरूर होगी अगर टेक्स्ट बुक नहीं पढ़ोगे. But if someone don't want to read standard textbooks and prep ladder videos and notes are enough. मैंने आपको कई बार बोल दिया, but जो दिल के कोने में एक रहते हैं ना, कसक सी के कुछ बच गया, वो हमेशा रह जाएगा जिंदगी भर. If textbooks are not studied. Same question again and again. Sir, please show the list of important topics. I've already shown them and it will be posted. Sir, can't we go through Lippincott? Yes, you can go through Lippincott. Sir, your prep videos are less duration than other videos. Is it sufficient for NEET PG? यार आप if you don't believe, you can see all the previous NEET PG questions and see how many are from our videos. ज्यादा वीडियो देने से या ज्यादा कंटेंट देने से कंटेंट अच्छा नहीं हो जाता है. You must know what you should remember. ठीक है, information is infinite. ठीक है, आप जितना मर्जी पढ़ते रहो खत्म तो कभी नहीं होगा, but you should know कि क्या आपको आना चाहिए. And बिल्कुल निश्चिंत रहो, the content is sufficient for NEET PG and even for AIMS. What is your view about Marrow? Marrow is again good. Anything if you can study and complete is good. How to remember the classification of the drugs? Guys, यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा I will differ. The classification given in A.D. Tripathi is structural classification, and that classification is not used at most of the places now. Old trend था जब mainly structure के हिसाब से classify करते थे. I will advise you to remember the clinical classifications of the drugs. ये classification, structural classification याद करने का फायदा नहीं है कि किसमें, जैसे NSAIDs में किसमें ये वाला साइड चेन लगा, किसमें ये वाला साइड चेन लगा है. More important, NSAID you can classify like non-selective POX inhibitors, selective POX2 inhibitors, like that. So that is relatively easier. Clinical classification that is given in our review and also in simplified. How to learn drugs on tip? Guys, एक बार पढ़ने से कभी याद नहीं होगा. You need to study 4 or 5 times. और जो जो चीजें आपको मुश्किल लगती हैं, whatever things you find difficult, make a chart, अपने रूम में पेस्ट कर दो और बार बार उसको पढ़ते हैं. What's your view about Marrow? Students very interested to know my views about Marrow. Marrow is very good. मैं पहले भी बता चुका हूँ, जो भी चीज आप पढ़ के खत्म कर सको, that is good. Sir, we have to retain only from videos or from standard textbooks. वीडियोस वाला आपको पक्का याद होना चाहिए. टेक्स्ट बुक एक बार पढ़ने से आपके बहुत सारी चीजें अपने आप दिमाग में चली जाए. Sir, please tell me about how we tackle with the busy schedule of college. यार कॉलेज तो 4 बजे खत्म हो जाता है. 4 बजे से लेके सुबह 9 बजे तक बहुत टाइम होता है. Just spare 4 to 5 hours. That will be more than enough. 3-4 घंटे भी पढ़ लोगे काफी है. For systemic pharma, Sharma good. Yes, Dr. K.K. Sharma की book में not only general pharma but systemic pharma is also very good. Sir, is it enough to go through Schanberg textbook? I will not recommend. मैं पहले भी कई बार बोल चुका हूँ, I will not recommend. Is coaching an absolute necessary for next exam preparations or just reading from standard? Coaching is not necessary for anything. मैं शुरू से कोचिंग का फैन नहीं रहा हूँ. कोचिंग इज जस्ट nowadays के क्या है कि मेरे दोस्त कर रहे हैं तो मुझे भी करनी है, peer pressure. ठीक है, if you can understand something and do it yourself, you can फाइंड आउट कि ये चीजें मुझे आनी चाहिए, नो कोचिंग इज रिक्वायर्ड एवर, अपने आप पढ़ लोगे काफी है। Sir, this time second year is short period. How we will cover up long book like KDT? Guys, बहुत ज्यादा टाइम है। अगर जो मैंने सारी बुक्स बताई हैं किस तरीके से करनी है, even then you can do in 2 months. So 9-10 months are more than. Sir, in the new competency-based medical education in Maharashtra, should the pattern of study be different? The pattern of study should be same. Only thing is the evaluation pattern may be slightly different, but if you know the concepts, you can do everything. Yeah, so don't worry too much about the new curriculum. How important drug classification according to you? Yes, they are very important. Particularly आप कोई भी चैप्टर पढ़ोगे पहले कुछ इस तरीके से क्लासिफाई करोगे तभी तो समझ आएगी ना। तो क्लासिफिकेशन इज टू मेक द थिंग्स इजियर, नॉट टू बर्डन देम। Sir, previous year papers from which year we have to read? For university exams around 10 years will be good. So your videos are there on PrepLadder. If we see your videos and study KDT, is it enough? Yes, that is more than enough. Sir, KDT पढ़ते पढ़ते बोर हो जाते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा दिया है। Any advice how to go through the textbook? मैंने आपको ऑलरेडी बता दिया, listen to the video first, then quickly read the KDT, और आपको अपने आप पता लग जाएगा कि उसमें से क्या आना चाहिए क्या नहीं आना चाहिए। I find KDT very lengthy and lose my patience once I read few pages. What should I do? Again, आप एक बार listen to the videos, then read the KDT. It will seem interesting. So I'm a B Pharma student. Is it okay to only go with your book or referring KDT is must? For B Pharma, you can go with our book. KDT only the classification you should do, because in B Pharma structural classification is important. Will we miss something if we go through KK Sharma instead of KDT, since KDT is set to be standard even for next? No, you will not miss anything if you listen to our videos and go through KK Sharma. That is more than enough. Is there different approach required for next or the same for next? Same approach. Knowledge का कोई substitute नहीं है. If you have the knowledge, you can clear any exam in the world, on the earth. In MCQ books, clinical questions are given very less. So how effective is to solve the old pattern MCQ books? I think sufficient clinical questions have already been given. If you listen to the videos already, they are taught in the clinical pattern. So I don't think that will be a problem. Sir, as all topics are not there on PrepLadder, so sir, can you give which topics are not on PrepLadder? I think every important topic is there on PrepLadder. You don't need to do anything extra apart from those topics. Read the textbook, concentrate on those topics. Sir, PrepLadder or Marrow? PrepLadder. Hello sir, for V Pharma KDT and your book is enough? Yes, that is enough. Standard textbook of pharmacology, KK Sharma, followed by KDT, followed by Katzen. Self-written notes are important for your lecture, sir. You can do, every student has different methods, some underline and some make notes. Sir, 4 months are there. I've already told you how to prepare. Best book to solve MCQs. If you want to solve MCQs from book, the best book will be Review of Pharmacology, our book. Sir, for clinical MCQs, which book should be followed? If you want to follow the book, again, Review of Pharmacology. Sir, our second year is just started. So can we see your PrepLadder videos and read KDT? Will it be enough? Yes, it will be enough. Sir, your review of pharmacology book is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Del. Thank you very much. Sir, क्या PG के questions previous में से आते maximum? चिराग बंसल. Yes, the topics remain same. Mostly the topics remain same. Exact question may not be repeated, but topic वही रहता है. Sir, how to prepare for USMLE? Same like next. Guys, MLE के लिए you need to see the MLE pattern cube है. But it's say U-World में क्वेश्चंस देख के उसके हिसाब से करना है. But mostly if you know the concepts, ये सारी MLE में भी काम है. Sir, what should be the sequence or topics to study in pharmacology? So if you follow my lectures, मेरे lectures में, video lectures में जो sequence दी है, you can follow that. Sir, please give some information about next exam, how to prepare for next. I am doing MBBS from foreign country. Guys, we do not know anything about next right now. So I will advise, make your concept solid. Any exam you can play. Should we write every drug in exam? No, every drug is not required. You need to know the important drugs. So I think same questions are getting repeated again and again. Sir, हिंदी वाली वीडियोस प्रेपलेटर में इंग्लिश वीडियो से कम क्यों है? I think it's the other way around. Hindi videos are relatively more longer as compared to English videos. The reason being, I am talking about pharmacology. हिंदी में मैं जोक्स ज्यादा सुनाता हूँ, and to make the things interesting और एक जोक को दूसरी तरफ से कनेक्ट करने के लिए ज्यादा टाइम लगता है. So the content is absolutely same between in Hindi and English videos. Only thing is Hindi will be little more interesting because English में मुझे जोक्स सुनाना आता नहीं. Palash, if I don't know anything about pharma, how should I start? I already told you, listen to the video, then read the textbook. I think same questions are being asked again and again. Say KDT 7th edition, can I use now? You can use, but I will advise के अगर आपने नहीं पढ़ा अभी तक तो latest edition ही लो. Why to take 7th, take 8th edition? Sir, do both English and English videos have same amount of content? Yes, they are same. English videos we updated. English video पहले update हुए थे यार, English उसके बाद किए थे. Both are updated. Sir, for BDS second year, which book should we refer? KDT. Is simplified pharmacology book enough for university examination? For solving the questions in the exam, yes, that is enough. But I will advise you to read some standard textbook. Thanks a lot, sir, for making this subject lively and easy as possible. You are best in pharmacology. Thank you, ARK. Thank you very much. Sir, after seeing your videos, I understand my online classes better, sir. Thank you for developing love toward this subject. Thank you, Sujita. Thank you very much. How should we correlate pharmacology with other subjects of second year? Guys, if you listen to my videos, you can automatically connect. And another thing you can do is कि जब आप कोई topic पढ़ते हो तो do study same topic from pathology also along with pharma, so you can integrate better. Should we start doing MCQs for PG from second year itself? Yes, I will advise from first year itself. When you do the MCQs, the concepts become more clearer. So concepts बनाने हैं आपको, वो आप जितनी जल्दी MCQ करोगे उतनी बढ़िया concepts बनने लगेंगे. Warm wishes, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Your lectures, advices, and books making our second prof more than interesting and fruitful. Thank you, Auras Katia. Thank you very much. Is it for sure that next exam will be implemented next year, or the situation is still ambiguous? We cannot say for sure. जो COVID का status चल रहा है तो postpone होने में भी कोई बहुत बड़ी बात नहीं है, but I cannot say for sure. Sir, I passed the exam by luck, but I don't really know everything from that year. So did I get time for repeating everything? Yes. Now you don't need to study the textbooks. Now you can rely on the videos only. From the videos, you will get the enough information for preparing for PG. Sir, I loved your jokes. Thank you, Nishu. कैटजंग से यूनिवर्सिटी एग्जाम इजीली पास कर जाएंगे. कमल थोड़ा मुश्किल होगा कैटजंग से, बिकॉज यू नीड टू सी द प्रीवियस पेपर और लिखना कैसा है ये थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस रहता है. सर, व्हेन वी ओपन केडीटी फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम इट इज सो स्कैरी. कैन यू प्लीज हेल्प विद इट? श्योर, आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू, पहली बार डर लगेगा, बट जब आप वीडियो सुनने के बाद खोलोगे तो आपको अच्छा लगेगा. Lot of students say the good words. Thank you everyone. I cannot read and name everyone because time कम रह रहा है अभी. Your videos and KDT are in sync, but not so in Sharma. But Sharma is lucid. What to do, sir? Please. Thank you for your valuable advice. Babu, continue with KK Sharma. If you find that good, that is excellent book. KK Sharma के बाद वीडियो सुन लो एक ही बात. Aditya, huge fan of you, sir. I am FMG student. Earlier, I was very doubtful about my career, but after seeing your lectures and MIB edition YouTube, I gained confidence. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Aditya, and all the very best. When will you start? Classes starts are offline. Targaryen. Extremely sorry. I don't think इस साल में हो पाएगा. It's very difficult. Very, very difficult. The situation is really bad. I think the similar questions. Thank you guys for the nice words. And I think I have taken most of your questions. So if you have any more questions, I'm here for 5 more minutes. You can ask. So should we read each and every line from KDT or can we just read topics? एक बार पूरा पढ़ना है. ध्वनि, study from first line to last line once. उसके बाद important. Sir, your view about COVID. यार इसमें view का क्या है? It's very difficult time. Very, very difficult times. For university exams, you will need to learn any drugs apart from the ones you mentioned. ये बहुत सारी दवाइयां तो सारी ही आनी चाहिए. Those are important clinical cases which you must know. Sir, will be able to crack questions of NEET PG after prep and KDT 100%. No need to think. Sir, how to do integrated studies is good for second prof students? Yes, you can integrate patho, micro, and pharmacology. That you can easily do that. If possible, after this pandemic, do come to Odisha for classes, sir. I will be blessing to study. Thanks a lot, Shekhar. I will try. Sir, how do we go through pharma again? Do we have to read KK Sharma in a second or third year? No. Once you have passed the second prof, then no need to go for the textbooks. Then videos should be enough. Should we be scared of next, sir, or it will be similar to NEET PG? Guys, don't get scared about any exam. If you know the basic concept, you can clear any exam in the world. Sir, एक दिन मैं आपसे जरूर मिलूंगा. Sahil, thank you. I will be eagerly waiting. आप कभी भी free हो आ जाओ मिलने. Is there any difference in your app and prep app? No, they are same. Sir, we will miss something if we don't complete KDT. Yes, you will miss something. कुछ ना कुछ तो मिस हो जाएगा. How to study first year with second year? First year with second year क्यों पढ़ना भाई? First year में first year पढ़ो, second year में second year पढ़ो. Second year complete. If you complete the second year earlier, then you can study few important topics from anatomy and physiology. Should we make separate notes for university exam in question answer format or PG notes are enough? Notes काफी हैं यार. Just write the questions on that. इसमें कौन सा question आता है? Sir, for how many days 25% off on your app will be there? यार अभी तो है मेरे ख्याल से कुछ दिनों के लिए. I don't know. That is decided by the technical teams. Sir, what is the difference in preparing for university and competitive exams? As both require basic concept. हाँ, basic concept दोनों में चाहिए. For university exam, you need to know how to write also, apart from the concepts. Yeah, because same चीज दो लोग लिखेंगे, एक को ज्यादा मार्क्स मिलेंगे, एक को कम मिलेंगे. ठीक है. For competitive exams only you need to understand the concept and remember things. उसमें लिखने का कोई लॉजिक नहीं ज्यादा पड़ा. Sir, is it okay to study clinical student along with second year subjects? I will not recommend right now. Medicine surgery थोड़ा-थोड़ा अगर पढ़ सकते हो तो पढ़ लो. But second prof is the most important building block है. तो second prof को compromise मत करना उसके. Sir, what about the long catexam or you are going to suggest some books, other books? Long catexam की ही बात कर रहा हूँ मैं यार. Long catexam, if you can study, it's very good. Sir, just wanna say thank you. Thank you, Vikas. Thank you very much. Sir, in your app hour limit, I think 150 hours are here, but you can see the app and see there. Ideal time to complete first reading of pharmacology in around 2.5 months. Sir, other than pharma, any important advice for second year? Your personal experience, which will be fruitful for us. The second prof is the most important. Robbins आपको जरूर पढ़नी है और एक textbook सारे subjects की पढ़नी है. This is very important. Sir, prep letter also help in clearing our university. Yes, prep letter से university exam clear हो जाएंगे, बिल्कुल हो जाएगा. Sir, जैसा कि आप में लिखा हुआ है कि usually complete 10 days to 10 days में फार्मा कंप्लीट करें that 10 days are written mainly for PG entrance जिनको 19 subjects करने होते हैं. Second prof के लिए you can take 2 months. Competency based curriculum में कुछ अलग से नहीं करना है यार, same thing will be enough. So I think I have taken most of the questions and now the questions are getting repeated. So Mridul, can we say it off now?
Yes, sir. We can.
So thank you guys, thank you very much, and keep in touch, and you can write your questions on the YouTube also when this video will be posted. So I will be available to answer. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an insightful session. I'm sure that everyone must have had a great time. And thank you to all the doctors for your presence at the event. Stay safe, keep learning.